everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Janice and I do videos to help mommies boost their productivity and organize their everyday lives so that they can enjoy these sweeter things in life. Today's video is a follow-up to my previous video in which I went over what mommy burnout is and how to recognize it. So if you haven't watched that one yet, go ahead and check it out. I'm going to leave the link to it up above in the eye, and I will also leave it down below in the description box. By the end of this video, I want you to be able to walk away with some tips and tricks to help yourself when you start to feel that overwhelmed, burnt out feeling that a lot of mommies are very well acquainted with. I also do want to add a disclaimer here and let you guys know that while I'm sharing these tips and tricks, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have mastered them in my own life. I'm still working on a lot of these for myself because I myself know that I also suffer from mommy burnout, especially since I've moved from New York down to Florida and I have been the main parent in the household now that my husband is working and I am in the house with my daughter who's 4 years old, and she has lots of questions and lots of energy. And I mean, I'm just trying to let you know that I know the struggle. I know the struggle is real. I know the struggle is hard, and I haven't mastered it all myself either, but these are tips and tricks that I try to keep in mind for myself for when I start to feel that little, urge to run away, start to bubble up. I mean, I have no other way to put it. I'm hoping you'll take at least one thing out of here and that it will help you have a better day today, tomorrow, or the next. So if that sounds good to you, then let's jump right in. So just to recap from the last video, mommy burnout is all of the stress of parenting has finally just kind of eaten away and taken up all of the energy reserves that you had for parenting, and now you're kind of in a tight spot where you just feel exhausted and you can't properly do your momming or your parenting job. The real question here is, how can we avoid mommy burnout altogether, or at least if you're in the middle of mommy burnout, overcome mommy burnout? That's what I'm going to try and help you with today. First tip that I am going to give you is a very simple one. I mean, at least on paper it sounds very simple, but as a mom, I know sometimes it's not that simple. It is to get a good night's rest. Sleep is very important if you're going to be momming. Probably one of the most important things you can give to yourself or do for yourself is give yourself a good night's rest. And yes, I know, I am one of those moms that find themselves so burnt out from the day and not having any time to themselves. So I stay up late at night because that's the only quiet time that I have. I can actually hear myself think for the first time all day, and I end up staying up late all night because I'm enjoying just that me time to just lay down, catch up on my Netflix shows, on my Hulu shows, all of that. I understand it, and I'm trying to be better about it, because while we are gaining some time at nighttime to ourselves, what we're doing is taking away from the energy from the next day. So you're kind of working on a credit system here. My last video, I mentioned that being burnt out is kind of like having a withdrawn account. Today, we are using the credit system. Taking that energy from the next day and using it at nighttime because it's your way of just kind of coping with the stress that you had all day and feeling like you're finally getting some time to yourself. I get it. I think we all get that. But the important thing here to know is that if you want to be better the next day, if you want to not scream at your kid all day, be extremely irritable with your husband all day, then you need to take your butt to sleep. There's no other way to put it. And I've been trying to reel myself back in. I'm scrolling and scrolling, and when you go to sleep at 2 and you're trying to wake up to do YouTube stuff or any side projects you may have for yourself or anything like that, I mean, it's not gonna work out. Let's be honest, it's not gonna work out. You're already kind of losing the battle before you even begin. The next tip that I have for you for overcoming mommy burnout is to eat well. Again, easier said than done. I know, I feel like I'm gonna be saying this the whole video. I know. But when you wake up in the morning, don't have a pancake. Don't have just a plain waffle with some liquid sugar spread over it. I mean, that is going to make you crash and it's going to make you feel crappier than you already do. The right foods are going to give you the energy that you need to carry on through the day and make it through. I have been one of those moms that whatever I made for my kid is what I made for myself, and what my kid likes is sugar. And sugar does not agree with mommy. Mommy has major crash mid-morning if I eat pancake with a bunch of just liquid sugar poured over it, or waffles with liquid sugar poured over it. So what I have been trying to do is actually eat a more protein-based breakfast and good fat, like avocado, peanut butter, oatmeal with chia seed, put peanut butter in there for good fat and protein. And eating that has helped keep me more alert, more awake, and more energetic to deal with the stress throughout the day a lot better than something smothered in syrup would ever have. Also, when I do indulge in the pancakes, what I've been doing is actually putting in protein powder into my pancake mix. So at least when I'm eating the pancake, I'm also getting protein into my body that way. So it's just something to think about. If you want to have the energy, you have to put in the food that gives you the energy. And also, don't forget to eat. I know a lot of us, we tend to just jump right in and take care of the kids. And then for us, we tend to kind of forget to even eat. We'll have our coffee. The coffee is an appetite suppressant. And so we don't even feel the hunger until much later. When it's too late, we're already crashing. We're already feeling low energy, and we're already feeling hangry. Set an alarm for yourself if you have to. The next tip I have for you for overcoming mommy burnout is to treat yourself every once in a while. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant or expensive. Even just one little slice of chocolate cake that is yours for snack time when nobody's watching you and they're not gonna ask you for a bite. Sometimes those little things are just like heaven for a mother. I understand that too. Get something that's gonna make you happy, something that's gonna spark just a little bit of joy in your life. It'll go a long way. The next tip I wanna give you for overcoming or avoiding mommy burnout, try and focus on your accomplishments more than your focusing on your failures. It is so easy for us as moms to focus on everything that we did wrong. If you would just start looking at everything that you did right during the day, it would make you feel so much better, so much more accomplished, and not so upset with yourself at the end of the day. You have to train your brain to understand and just cheer on all the accomplishments, everything that you got right. And who knows, you may come to realize that you've been doing a lot better than you've been giving yourself credit for. The next tip to avoiding mommy burnout is share some of your burden. Open up your mouth and ask for help. If you have a partner, find a way to split some of those responsibilities in a fair way, a way that works for both of you, that you both agree to. If your children or your child is old enough, maybe start delegating some little chores to them. If they're old enough and they're playing with their toys, why do you have to go in there at the end of the night and pick up those toys? If they're old enough to understand, I'm saying. My kid is 4. I am starting to try and get her into the habit of, at the end of the night, when I go into the room and I say, okay, if you want a bedtime story, it's time to put away your toys. I'm trying to get her into that habit of going, picking up her toys, putting them in the bins, and that's it. That's one less thing I have to do. So while she's doing that, I can finish up whatever I'm working on, like cleaning my kitchen downstairs, closing it out for the night. Delegate, mama. Delegate. You could also try outsourcing certain tasks, like maybe cleaning, if that is within your budget. I mean, I know not everyone can do that. I know I can't do that. Or if you need some time to yourself, maybe trade babysitting time with another mother, a friend, a family member who lives close by. They'll take your kid for a couple hours so you can kind of relax and do whatever you need to do to bounce back, to refill that account. You return the favor for that mama and give her some time. Take her kid, bring that kid over to your house for a couple hours, and go back and forth that way. Be creative. Before I move on to the next tip, I did want to mention to you guys that over on my Instagram, I do more behind the scenes, show you guys how I go ahead and organize my day, and I give more tips and tricks on productivity, organization, and information like this on my Instagram account. So I have the link to that down below in the description box, or you could just search for me by name. It is Janice Crystal, all one word, no hyphens, no underscores, anything like that. Come find me and come join the family over on Instagram. With that out of the way, let's get right back into it with the next tip for overcoming mommy burnout, and that is to create systems and routines to streamline all of the chores and everything that you have to do on a daily and weekly basis that are causing you stress. This could be systems for meal planning. So meal planning takes some of the stress out of thinking every night, what am I gonna cook? What am I gonna cook? Which reminds me, I do have a meal planning video already up on my channel. I'm going to go ahead and link it up here in the eye for you if you're interested. I'll also link it down below in the description box. And yeah, you could check that one out if you're interested in seeing how I am currently meal planning for my household. But yeah, that's just one system that you can use to kind of streamline. Also, having a good morning routine that sets you up for success for the rest of the day. I did also do a video about productivity habits that productive people have or that they do on a daily basis. I'll link that up there as well as in the description box. And in that video, I mentioned that productive people have a good morning routine. It wakes them up in a way that is pleasurable and that just gets them going for the rest of the day. So I do recommend having somewhat of a morning routine. It doesn't have to be like a 8-10 step morning routine. As long as you're waking up on your terms and doing something that makes you feel good, that's what matters the most. Also, something as simple as just having a go-to master grocery list in which you have all of your usual essentials listed on there. That way you never run out of something, you never forget something. How many times have you been in the grocery store and you shop, you think you got everything, you come home and then you realize, shoot, I didn't get the milk. A master grocery list would help avoid stressors like that in your life. So yeah, coming back around to what the main tip here is to create the routines and systems to help take some decisions off of your plate. You'll be happy to find them when you need them. Another tip to avoiding mommy burnout is to declutter your space. Declutter your space, declutter your mind. And I don't know who needs to hear it, but someone out there needs to hear it. The reason your cleaning tasks are taking so long is because you have too much crap in your house. Declutter it. Get rid of it. You don't need your, I don't know, what, your high school prom dress that's sitting in your closet. When are you ever going to use that? What are you doing with that? What are you planning to do with that? Even if you just declutter your own bedroom and make it your oasis, there's plenty of data, many surveys that have shown time and time again that a huge amount of clutter leads to you feeling like crap. So at this point in the video, I have given you seven tips to avoid and overcome mommy burnout. If you have any tips that you think should be added to this list, leave them down below in the comments. I'm sure myself and any other mother who's watching this video would greatly appreciate it. As I mentioned earlier, I am going to be doing a video on my master grocery list and how I made it and how you can make one for your household. So that will be the next video hitting my channel. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, now is the time. Hit the subscribe button plus the little notification bell next to it so that you can be notified when that video goes up on my channel. And while you wait for that video to hit my channel, check out these two videos here. This one is the video that I mentioned earlier where I went over what mommy burnout is and how to recognize it. And this video down here is just more productivity and organization videos that I previously did on my channel. These are both great resources, great videos to watch if you are a mom and you're looking to be more productive, more organized, and just more all together. And that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.